Hey everyone, it's Mark from CricketBatInfo, and today I'm doing something on the desktop. This is actually in my office space inside the house. You will hear background noise. I've got a new 4K audio recorder, a Zoom Q2N 4K that's doing both the sound and this picture here. I've got a little green screen thing attached to my chair. I look like a complete ridiculous idiot, but that's okay. The main camera is up here and we're recording simultaneously to OBS. So this is being done in real time. Now, an ex-teammate from an older club contacted me yesterday and said, look, I've got this bat, I want to buy a new GM. It's too heavy, what can I do about it? Now, I did say to him, why don't you just do a weight reduction on it? And he said, oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So we've got here a GM Chrome. You can see that profile there. So that tends to be sort of mid to low down in this area here. So 43.55 ounces. So just divide that by 16 per pound. But it's 211 point, whatever it is, 211.57. Is what it comes to. So one of the things about GMs that everybody who goes to do a repair or something on them is they choose to put the scuff under the stickers. Now this has been confirmed. The lads on custombats.co.uk, which is a really great site. They actually went there, visited GM and looked around, and GM confirmed that they do this because they actually want these stickers to look the best they can. You put them over if you put the scuff over the top of them, they don't look as nice. So that's why they put them over the top. But they do it here, obviously, and there. Now to do a weight reduction, we'd have to get this one off. We just want to make it feel a little bit better, so maybe put a little bit of a duck bill into it. But the whole point of this video is, how successful can we be at getting these stickers off without ruining them? Because, I'm sure you've all wondered that. So I've got a heat gun next to me. He wants to save this sticker, and he wants to save this sticker. This one's going to be an interesting one because I've got two choices. I can cut around the sticker and pull the scuff sheet off, leaving that entire sticker with the scuff sheet under it, or I can attempt to lift that sticker. Now, if the heat is too much, then it goes like a shrinky dink. Probably younger blokes won't remember that, but the plastic will just basically shrink or stretch or warp. That's going to be the last one I attempt. The first ones I'm going to go for are the ones on the back. So we've got the scraper here with the razor blade, and that's just going to try and get under there, and we're going to try and lift them off without stretching them and place them on some wax-based paper. Now I did have some old papers from scuff sheet, so the backing, it's just like a wax-based paper, so I'm going to try just putting them on that. All I want to do is just so they don't stick down. So, wax-based paper, like comes out of the thing, will work fine. So, all that I can do now is just attempt with the heat gun. So I've got that right here. Now the heat gun that I've got is this one. It's just a generic. It does have a setting to turn it to low. So if I do that, that's the lowest heat setting. And it's not burning my hand. So it's still a little bit hotter than your average hairdryer will get. From this side, we're going to try and lift this one up first. Okay, so that's enough heat. Let's take the razor blade out. So let's see how we go. Now, as far as gluing them back on, if we're successful taking them off, just your normal PVA glue is fine for that, because it dries clear. So we're still going. I need a little bit more heat. As soon as I feel it start to get tacky, I whack it with the heat gun again. Go a little bit further. I can start to pull it off now. That just sounded wrong. No. So if I actually try to pull on that, that will actually stretch the sticker. So I don't want to do that. So I've just got to keep going with my scraper. So it's good we've tried on the best sticker to actually lose first anyway. So let's keep going with our scraper. Under. And the problem I've got at the moment is I'm hitting that toe guard. That has to be removed anyway, because he's got a bit of feathering under there. Okay, so as I come through there, that's my sticker off. So I'm just going to put that down on my paper there. And before I start on that one, I'm going to do this one here. I think these are the hardest to put back on, so because they're so thin, but we'll give it a go. Now you can see there that bubbling. That's also what I want to avoid. I don't want to heat it up too much that it bubbles. And now the problem I've got is I need two hands for this. I don't want to stretch it, I just want to come under it and bring it all the way. Okay, so that's as far as I can get with that one. Need a little bit more heat. Okay, let's keep going. Don't get too excited. As soon as you think you're making headway, you're stretching the sticker, or you're about to slice straight through it with the razor blade. Okay. I'm not actually too fussed if I lose this sticker, but we'll see how we go. I'm trying not to put the heat on the part that's already come off. And I'm trying not to pull on the sticker too much to stretch it. Now you can see here immediately some of the black underneath that sticker is being scraped off on the inside and left behind. So there's not much I can do about that. We can just fix that later. Okay, as I get to the bottom part here, less and less glue, and we're done. So you can see where that's left a little black line. Classics. Shit happens. Let's do the next one on this side. So I'm going to work from this side here. Okay, so immediately, because I left that on, you can see that started to bubble a little bit. That's the problem with these vinyl stickers. So let's just get under that. Try not to take the wood off. Even though that's the whole point of the weight reduction, is to take the wood off. Okay, we got past that. That's good. Should have done that instead of going all one hit. So by doing this in real time for you, you're actually getting to learn from my mistakes. I've got a laser cutter. I can just cut new stickers if I want to. And I have got a future video planned on that, which I already told you about in a past update. Although if you're cutting with a laser cutter, you get the hell out of the room, because burning vinyl actually creates chlorine gas, which obviously is not very good for you. Alright, so that's one done, and I've just burnt myself on the tip of the heat gun. Alright, so we've done that one, that one. You can see as I hold that up the black line that got left behind, so there's not much I can do about that. I think that's just the way that it's glued down, but I'm a bit concerned that's what we're going to see happen with this one down here. So let's do that one next. I do wish I had a much larger razor blade scraper that would get the whole width, but we'll do our best. So because this is an embossed sticker, I don't want to put too much heat on it immediately, because those embossings are sort of likely to bubble straight away. So as I said to you before, making sure not to pull on the sticker itself, because when it's hot it's just going to stretch and it will look shit house going back on. So we're doing alright here. That's normally the point that something goes completely wrong and you're left looking like a dummy on a live stream. Well, it's not live because I'm going to edit it. So I've actually superimposed my face over the corner of the video. There's nothing I can do about that now. That's going to be there for the whole time. So you're going to be staring at the top of my head the whole time I'm looking down. Okay, so concentrating. Okay, I need a bit more heat. Blowing away from the area I've just lifted. So this would probably work a lot better with a hairdryer than a heat gun, because it's a lot cooler. There we go. We've saved our GM sticker. And when that gets glued down, that's going to be funny in itself. So underneath here I've got, if I can show that to you, there's some feathering that's going on down under that at the toe. So this toe guard has to come off in order to do that. And it's just a question of heat with a toe guard. So I'm just going to position that. So you can see there as that heat goes on. I think he said he's stuck this down a couple of times. I'm pretty sure these are glued down with some sort of super glue. Bang. Doesn't matter. We're going to shoe glue it anyway. I wasn't too fussed. It's a weight reduction, so having a toe guard is part of the weight reduction. Yay! Now let's have a look at that toe held together pretty well. I'm not actually surprised. This bat wouldn't have made a hell of a lot of runs in the games, but probably faced a lot of balls in the nets. The club that I used to play for have turf nets. On turf pitches actually saves a lot of people's toes, but poor shots is one of the issues. So let's see if we can get these stickers off. Not that I care too much, but we'll give it a go. Now the issue is with these stickers is that there will be cracks along that crease line. So I may not be able to pull them off in one hit, but we'll give it a go. So you notice there I worked right along the front. And now I can come in from the side. It's not the sharpest razor blade, these scraper blades. Get a bit of heat. I'm actually surprised how well I'm doing this time. I have attempted this obviously in the past. Okay, there's that one. Probably when I put them back, I'll glue them underneath I'll glue them onto the bat before the facing goes back on. So that would be interesting. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with that front sticker at this point. Of course, if you don't want to do any of this thing, you go to an accredited repairer and they've got all the stickers, so they don't have to mess around with this. But the question is whether they can get the stickers. Sometimes some manufacturers can be real bitches about stickers. Obviously, they don't want to have the real stickers in the general public because of the fakes. You can buy, obviously, fake stickers. I don't recommend it. I don't really support that sort of thing unless you're doing it for a refurb and it's for your own personal use. That's fine. But there's plenty of people who are on the internet, on your Facebooks and things like that, flogging off fake bats with fake stickers and catching out people that are unaware. If you're that person, hope you get hit by a fucking truck, mate. No, I don't hope anybody gets hit by a truck, to be honest, but retailers have to pay all the shipping costs and cover the warranties. They obviously sponsor big name players, and it's a little bit like copying music. If you're doing fakes, you're just trying to rip somebody off. You're ripping off the brand, you're ripping off the guy buying it. You're a lowlife. And if you are a lowlife, I'd love to see you comment on this video, because then we know who you are and we won't buy from you. I do these videos to help general people with bat maintenance, people who want to do it themselves. I'm not doing this to help people make money out of it. Okay, we're at the last one. Notice I'm working along the facing backwards. So this one has torn. I can see that. There's not much I can do about that, but we will give it a go. See what we can save. Okay, that's about as good as we could get that one. It's got a tear in it. Now, we're at the final hurdle. So these are two stickers here, 606 and the other one. I'm sort of inclined to just leave them alone, as I don't want to try to get this whole thing off. So I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to do what I normally did in the past. Get a really sharp blade. Now these are titanium edges. I'll just get a fresh one off there. Okay. And I haven't got any rulers or anything in here. Nah, you just have to trust my 50-year-old hands. So down a long sticker. Obviously, you know, doing this is cutting those grains around there, but thanks, GM. Okay, so now we'll get that scuff sheet off. Now with scuff sheets, obviously we're always going across the grain. So make our way across. Loosens the glue. You can see that's good quality scuff sheets do this. They don't break up in your hands. That's why I say to you, you know, don't waste your money trying to cheap out on scuff sheets, especially those bloody Fibertex sheets. They're a pain in the butt to get off. You know, I wouldn't even be attempting this if this was a Fibertex sheet. There'd just be heat gun right over the whole thing, scraper, and see you later. Okay, so bring that up to our cut. Make sure that it cuts right across there. Okay, now we will notice I'm blowing away from the actual sticker. I don't want the sticker to lift off. So as we come up here, we can see a few little minor cracks. We're leaving pretty much the glue behind, which I don't care about because I can get that off. I'm trying not to lift off. If you had a bat that was in really poor condition or delaminated and that, I'd be putting much more heat into it. But as I explained to you, this bloke treats cricket balls like newborns. he hits them gently. Sorry, buddy. I just can't help myself. We're nearly there. So, I'm doing pretty well. I'm wondering what's going to happen when I hit this corner here. Okay, so I need to cut just there, and come up, and come up, and over we go. We'll just give that a little bit more heat, and we're done. A few little grains came off at the front there, but I'm not too fussed because that will get a resanding. So yeah, I mean that there. This is a 606. I reckon it's about 3 seasons old. And just look at the elasticity still left in that. I mean that could have been left on, but I thought, well, let's do a video on it anyway. I'm not going to touch up here. I'm not going to touch this one here. I'm going to leave that one alone. So probably what I'll do before I do any sort of sanding is I'm going to tape over those edges, over here and over here, and over here and over here, so I don't sand anywhere near the original stickers. But you can see for a 606, pretty nice. I mean, it's got a lot of heartwood here. It pings okay. Typical thing with GMs, you've got that really thick handle, and it's because it's so thick and really good quality that they take a lot of time to play in. Also, you know, GM do press their bats harder, and a lot of that's to do with the quality of the balls, the dukes and things that they use over there. They would really mess bats up. So you can see with heat, getting tapes like this off is really easy. That's just an electrical repair tape, not a very good quality one. There we go. Let's roll this back and have a look at it. So he's had some issues with the binding. We can fix that. I've done a short video years ago on repairing binding. And I'll get the actual grip off first thing, so that maybe I can give that a wash in some dishwashing liquid and hot warm water, and that will come back nice. Okay, so you can see there, still in pretty bloody good nick, aren't they? Absolutely zero twist in that handle. You know, when we look at new bats and I show you the twist that's in the handle, there's absolutely none in these GMs. That's one of the reasons they take a lot of time to play in. It's just because they are so stiff. But that's also why, you know, people who use GMs and give them the time to play in, which is, it's not me. I have bought so many bats for content that I've sort of not lost patience and just pissed them off, sold them for cost and see you later. But the guys who do actually look after their GMs, they don't want to get rid of them, and they keep getting them refurbed, and you know, they rate them really highly. I guess it's all you know, the taste of each of the users, but that's in pretty good nick. That's going to come up really nice. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put a bit of a duckbill in that. I'll do that in a separate filming. Obviously I can't do that here on the desk here, but I thought I'd give you a little bit of a video on removing the stickers. Now, as far as getting rid of this stuff, I've done this before on my end of season video, so you can look that up. So it would just be a little bit of mineral turpentines on paper towel up and down, and we'll get rid of that. And you have to be very careful around this area here, and that will also get rid of it at the back here. I mean, you can just leave that because it's going to be sanded out in the sun, let it dry, and then just sand straight over the top of it. So, but we're going to try and maintain these edges and the bulk of his wood here. Just take a little bit of weight out of here, and let's actually see what this weighs without those stickers and that thing. So you would have seen the before, and this is the after. So 41.07, and I'm shit at maths, so 32, 2.8, 2.905, yeah, it was 211 something. So we've taken 2 ounces off already with just those changes. We could have taken a little bit more weight off if we could have got rid of that sticker there. So that just shows you how much the stickers and obviously the grip weigh. So when we put the grip on there, and we come way back up again. Huh? There you go. That's 1.5. I'll put this video up with just a little minor edit, and we'll continue on next week. See you later, everyone.